The Family Arena is packed full of events this month. Fans are encouraged to make their team the home team during the 2010 State Farm Missouri Conference Women's Basketball Tournament, as the 4-day tourney will feature all 10 league schools at the Family Arena in St. Charles, Missouri. Now in its 15th year of existence, the State Farm MVC Women's Basketball Tournament has truly become a weekend event. In 2009, nearly 10,000 fans attended the league's second neutral site event at the Family Arena. The tournament weekend begins with opening round action starting at 5 p.m. on Thursday, March 11th, with all conference awards handed out between games 1 and 2. The quarterfinals begin at noon on March 12th, with the semifinals starting at 5 p.m. on March 13th. The tourney concludes with a 2:30 p.m. championship game on March 14th. General admission tickets are $9 and reserve seating is $17 and can be purchased at the Family Arena box office or through MetroTix.com. The Shrine Circus is coming to town, and you are invited to run away and join the circus between March 18th and March 21st. Bring your whole family to the 68th annual Moolah Shrine Circus. Come watch the hysterical clowns and dazzling trapeze artists as they fly through the air. Touch the larger-than-life elephants while you ride them as a family. Taste the wonderful carnival treats. Listen to the deafening roars of the mighty lions and tigers. Be amazed as the circus takes over all your senses. Make sure that you don't miss out on this once-a-year event by purchasing your tickets today. Don't forget to come kickstart the circus with us during the parade through historic St. Charles on Saturday, March 6th at 12 noon. Come watch those amazing little Shriner cars in all their colors of the rainbow. Enjoy the tumbling clowns as they dance around the numerous floats and world-renowned marching bands. Ticket prices range from $15 to $38 and can be purchased at the Family Arena box office or through MetroTix.com. Hot country artist Jason Aldean will appear in concert at the Family Arena on Saturday, March 27th at 7:30 p.m. Aldean will be accompanied in concert by special guest Jake Owen. After selling millions of albums, topping the charts with smash hits, racking up award nominations, country rocker Jason Aldean is running full throttle in 2010. The modern, aggressive country sound of Wide Open, as well as Jason Aldean, can be attributed both to his producer and his touring band, who infused Aldean's live sound into the studio recordings, melting the two into an unstoppable force his fans have come to recognize with the first note. Ticket prices range from $34.75 to $79.75. They can be purchased at the Family Arena box office or through MetroTix.com. Now for some fun holiday facts. March is Women's History Month. Before the 1970s, the topic of women's history was largely missing from general public consciousness. To address this situation, the Education Task Force of the Sonoma County Commission in California brought up the status of women and initiated a Women's History Week celebrated in 1978 and chose the week of March 8th to coincide with International Women's Day. The celebration was met with positive response, and schools began to host their own Women's History Week programs. The next year, leaders from the California group shared their project at a Women's History Institute at Sarah Lawrence College. Other participants not only became determined to begin their own local Women's History Week projects, but also agreed to support an effort to have Congress declare a National Women's History Week. In 1981, Senator Orrin Hatch and Representative Barbara Mikulski co-sponsored the first joint congressional resolution proclaiming a Women's History Week. In 1987, the National Women's History Project petitioned Congress to expand the celebration to the entire month of March. Since then, the National Women's History Month resolution has been approved every year with bipartisan support in both the House and Senate. 2010 will be the 30th anniversary of the National Women's History Project. St. Patrick's Day is celebrated on March 17th, his religious feast and the anniversary of his death in the 5th century. The Irish have observed this day as a religious holiday for over 1,000 years. On St. Patrick's Day, which falls during the Christian season of Lent, Irish families would traditionally attend church in the morning and celebrate in the afternoon. Lenten prohibitions against the consumption of meat were waived, and people would dance, drink, and feast on the traditional meal of Irish bacon and cabbage. The first St. Patrick's Day parade took place not in Ireland, but in the United States. Irish soldiers serving in the English military marched through New York City on March 17, 1762. Along with their music, the parade helped the soldiers to reconnect with their Irish roots, as well as fellow Irishmen serving in the English Army. Over the next 35 years, Irish patriotism among American immigrants flourished, prompting the rise of so-called Irish aid societies like the Friendly Sons of St. Patrick and the Hibernian Society. Each group would hold annual parades featuring bagpipes and drums. In 1848, several New York Irish aid societies decided to unite their parades to form one New York City St. Patrick's Day parade. Today, that parade is the world's oldest civilian parade and the largest in the United States with over 150,000 participants. Also now, St. Patrick's Day is celebrated by people of all backgrounds in the United States, Canada, and Australia. Although North America is home to the largest productions, St. Patrick's Day has been celebrated in other locations far from Ireland, including Japan, Singapore, and Russia. In modern-day Ireland, St. Patrick's Day has traditionally been a religious occasion. In fact, up until the 1970s, Irish laws mandated that pubs be closed on March 17th. Beginning in 1995, however, the Irish government began a national campaign to use St. Patrick's Day as an opportunity to drive tourism and showcase Ireland to the rest of the world. Last year, close to 1 million people took part in Ireland's St. Patrick's Festival in Dublin, a multi-day celebration featuring parades, concerts, outdoor theater productions, and fireworks shows. Each year, nearly 3 million line the 1.5-mile parade route in New York to watch the procession, which takes more than 5 hours. Boston, Chicago, Philadelphia, and Savannah also celebrate the day with parades including between 10,000 and 20,000 participants. Also, just a reminder, April 6th is a general municipal election. Be sure to be looking for your red or white notification of election card in the mail. It will have the election date, your polling place, and other political information. If you don't receive your card in the mail within 1 or 2 weeks before the election date, then just call the election authority office for the information. Your polling place will promptly open at 6 o'clock a.m. and close at 7 o'clock p.m. the day of the election. If you need an absentee ballot, have moved, changed name, or have any more questions involving voting in St. Charles County, please visit the Election Authority Department at www.sccmo.org or call 636-949-7550 for further information and instructions on how to be eligible to vote. Those were a couple of fun facts for you, but that's all the time we have for now. Hope you enjoyed the show. We will see you next time.